Hi there. I just want to pop on and do a quick video in regards to these two conditions for you to explore and become aware of to see if they are affecting the way that you hit up against your upper limit level, your ULL. And when I talk about upper level limit, what I'm talking about is that next level experience that you want to have, whether it is in relationship, whether it's in health, whether it's in money, whether it's in your business. And did I say money? Right? It's like we get to these thresholds, and then it's like that next level that we want to have. We want to pull in more. We want to experience more. We want to express more. We want to share more. We want to have, a greater level experience of where we currently are. So for example, like I said, just like relationships, whether you're single and you want to go into a relationship, or you're in a committed relationship and you want to bring it more depth of intimacy. Or if you're in your business and you're ready to take things to the next level, or your art and you're ready to like bring it out into the world more, or you have a new course that's coming through and you want to share it and it's actually taking you beyond your own edge of comfort, right? So we can say the upper level limit, or we could say, beyond your comfort zone. Right. And so how does this all, so there's two conditions that have come through in the last couple of days that I want to share with you. And the first one is to identify when you come up against that level, right? Because it'll look like a lot of times when people come up against that level, or just the edge of their comfort zone, that they're going to go outside of it, chaos will start to happen, or distractions, or drama in relationship, or life will happen that is a way that takes us off track. And it'll seem like really important. It'll seem like, no, I have to deal with this. But when we start to take radical responsibility of our life, we start to see, the energetics and the maybe the fears or the insecurities or the parts of us that want to stay inside the comfort zone actually start to create these other experiences in our life. And what we can do with that is actually, when we're aware of it, we can take charge of it and not let it take us off track, or give us an excuse to not do the thing, or because what you can hold whatever's going on in your life and still move forward. You can have fear, you can have, overwhelm, which is like, there's another, that becomes something that, is created. And we're not going to go into that right now. Okay. Let me get back on track. So do you get the point so far? Is that when we hit our upper level limit, when we get to the point or the edge of our comfort zone, and we want that next phase of experience, that things can happen, right? And usually that's stemming from stemming from a few things. There's so much I want to share with you, and I want to keep this video really short. And I also want to share with you about my course, Risen. It's a detox and cleanse for the mind, body, and soul. The doors are opening in 2 days, but we start on Saturday, March 20th, where there's going to be a physical detox, energy, and mind. And this is really a great fit for the next level leaders who are ready to take, themselves to the next level, whether it's in any of the areas that we spoke about. But, you don't have to be an entrepreneur or a leader in your business to be wanting to go to that next level, and also be an example for other people around you. You don't have to be running a business like mine, where it is all about personal growth, to actually be and have a ripple effect on the world around you through like how you are and how you're living your life. Okay, back on track, Kellyanne. Two things that I want you to explore for yourself that these mechanisms may be in the way that keep you from going beyond your comfort zone and your upper level limit is, one, the way that your parents resolved conflict. The way that your parents, take a look, is that the way that your parents resolved conflict Is that the way that I respond when I'm about to go outside of my comfort zone? When I come up to that place of like, okay, I'm going to launch my art, I'm going to share my course, and then something happens, right? You have the ideas, you have the inspiration, you want more for yourself. And then the same way that your parents resolved or didn't resolve conflict is the same way that you're behaving in your own internal breaking through. So take a look at that. So did they avoid? Did they fight? Did they freeze? Right? Are you doing those same things when you come up against a part where, you know, your stories of insecurity or self-doubt or fear come up, right? These false narratives that are keeping you from moving forward. Is the pattern similar to the way that your parents resolved or didn't resolve conflict? Right? Because we learn these things. I call them conditioning. It's like because we learn these things through watching examples, through learning, through experience, and then they actually become conditions within ourselves that run like computer programs. So when you're about to go through that next level, what happens is this program kicks in and says, beep, 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 you know, be afraid, or it's not going to work, or, you know, we carry with us things from our ancestral lineage too. I mean, some of the clients that I work with have had family lineages that, you know, we're not too far away from the Great Depression, where there was, you know, really, really big concerns about survival. And some of that gets passed down to us. So then when we're about to go beyond our edge, there's a lot of other things that are inside that program where it's like, you know, who am I to be better than my parents? Or we're stuck in that survival where it's like we're, you know, the only thing that we know is this level. So going beyond it is like kind of foreign. And that's where it's like, you know, some of the, you know, you get involved in some of this personal growth work and you start to see, oh, wait a minute, there are other possibilities. There are other potentials of experience that I can be having in my life. Okay, so what happens is that when we come up against our operating system and, you know, we come up against our upper level, and then our operating system kicks in and says, hey, warning, warning, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm saying to you is that there is a way through it. And, you know, it's through dismantling these inner conditions and programs. And so that leads me to the second condition that stops you is your nervous system. Okay, so our nervous system holds some of our past experiences that haven't been resolved, right? So if there's been past trauma, if there's been past pain, if we've been, you know, witness to, you know, traumas, pains, it's like there is an energetic max to our nervous system. So it's like when we're about to go beyond the edge and that inner program kicks in, it kicks off our nervous system that is been conditioned or even programmed to say, like, you have to stay here, like this is safe, don't go beyond this, right? And a lot of times these next level experiences that we want to have are at a greater capacity of energy, right? It's easier to stay at the status quo. It's easier to fly under the radar. It's easier to stay behind the scenes and not let people see who you are. It's easier to keep your heart guarded, but then are you allowing the love in, right? You want the love, but is your heart still guarded? Well, in order to get to that next level, we got to let that wall down around your heart. But then that's where your nervous system that's been holding past pains that haven't been resolved, where it's been holding traumas that haven't been resolved, that are going to set off the system that say, wait a minute, warning, warning, you're getting too close to this thing that is dangerous. And so it's, you know, in the process of resolving a lot of this, we have to look at it beyond just the mindset. We have to look at your nervous system and your energy body. You know, is it expanded enough in a way that it can be a resonance with this next level experience of love, of being a leader in your life, of actually living a different life outside of your family unit. Is it capable of holding the energy of, being a famous artist, being able to hold money at a greater level than what you've been conditioned with your family and those around you, right? So it's these next levels that we want to get that could be, our nervous system could be stopping us because there are programs and conditions that inside that say it's not safe to go beyond, right? Our system is going to zap out if we take things to the next level. And so with all of that said, this is how I tie it into the work I do in regards to this specific program that I'm running right now called Risen, right? So it is a detox and cleanse for the mind, body, and energy. And Risen is specifically coming through for those that are ready to take through the next level. And, you've done a lot of personal work, and there's still something in your system that is keeping you from rising up to that next level, from having the next level experience. And the course that we're going to be together for 21 days is going to detox the physical aspects. So all of your organs, so there's supplements that are involved in this. There's a protocol, a menu, a recipe, that I'm going to share with you, so that we're cleaning, clearing, and cleansing on the physical level, so that you can have and be a clear channel to your higher self, to your soul, to your intuition, to your knowing, to your clairvoyant and superpower gifts, right? But so often we're like stuck in this human experience where we're trying to do. We're not having the results that we need. We're looking for the answers when we have them within, but those channels are clogged up. Not only are they clogged up from our environment around us, but all of the information that we're taking in, right? And then on top of that is the two things that I shared with today is like the inner operating system that we have. And, how is that a system that's not even ours? Like, that needs to go so that we can allow this next level system to come in. And so that's on a physical level. We're going to be using supplements to cleanse and detox the physical body. But through the course, as I'll be facilitating the cleansing and the clearing of the mindset, of the internal mechanisms and conditioning that are preventing you from fully showing up in your life. Now, like I said, you don't have to be running a business, but if you are, this will be supportive of you. If you know that there's more art, there's more messaging, there's more expression, there's more love that you want to experience. If you know that there's something that you've been trying to create change in your life, but you just haven't been able to get to it, then this is going to help cleanse and detox on all the levels. Because if we're just doing a cleanse on the physical level, but haven't really taken a look at the inner mechanisms around relationships with food, around relationships with our environment, around the subconscious or internal belief systems, then we're only going to get so far, right? It's like putting gas in a car, but the car only has 3 tires. Yeah, you're going to move, but you're not going to move very far. And the same thing with like oil changes in our car, right? If we don't cleanse out the oil, if we don't change the oil, eventually that's going to catch up in the car and it's going to start moving a little bit slower. It's not going to run as efficiently. Right, so this Risen is a full-on holistic tune-up for the next level leaders who are here to have a ripple effect in the world, and who are ready to cleanse and detox on all levels, so that you can be a clear receptor for your higher self, and to really get on that track of integrating all of who you are, so you can be the fullest expression and have the fullest experience of life that you desire here. There's already an amazing group coming together, and you know, it's like as they're coming together, more and more downloads are coming through in regards to supporting the facilitation of our time together. So I'll leave it with this. Start to explore if the way that you come up against your upper level limit, or when you come up against that space where you're about to go outside of your comfort zone, is it a match to the way that your parents resolved conflict or didn't resolve conflict? Are your behaviors the same way? And then the second thing is that your nervous system, right? Is your nervous system holding past grief, past heartbreak? Is your nervous system holding trauma that hasn't been resolved? Because of the same thing is like when we're going outside our comfort zone, the nervous system doesn't necessarily know that you're not going to be in danger when you're going into these unknown new spaces. So it will trigger off. So if there's anything that's left unresolved in there, you know, past pains or emotions, it's going to create an outer disturbance that's going to keep you from going outside your comfort zone. So those are the two aspects to explore, to start having an internal, what's the word I'm looking for? The only word that's coming is investigation, but that feels too, exploration? That's it. I like that one. You know, have an internal exploration of your past ways of that upper limit level, and going beyond your comfort zone, and see, you know, are these my behaviors, or this is what I noticed? Because when you have, so it's like with the conflict conditioning, it's like you'll stop taking action, or you'll stop doing the thing. With the nervous system, what'll happen is that it's more like the outer experiences will start to materialize to divert or distract you or keep you from, and it can also happen on a physical level, right? You can start having aches, pains, you know, tired, right? Your system will be like, you know, we'll have it, oh, I'm too tired. Well, is it really your nervous system and your inner operating system that is trying to keep you from something that it deems as dangerous, but it's really not dangerous? Anyway, check out the course Risen. It's a 21-day journey. I'm doing it live this round for the spring equinox. We have a nice full moon in the middle of that, and we'll be together for 21 days of cleansing, detoxing, and rising up through through all the levels. www.kellyandcorey.com/risen.